that's the ability to be able to visualize time data using smart mapping. So they added some new time visualization capabilities into the smart mapping for ArcGIS Online recently, and it all described in the blog here. You can kind of look over some of the samples they have in here, and there's some pretty cool stuff and some very nice explanations for how the smart mapping itself works. So I decided I want to take a look at this. So I went out and I searched ArcGIS Online, and I found this neat data set here of determination letters that were sent out regarding the impact of oil and gas activity on groundwater. And these letters were sent out over a specific period of time. So I figured that was a pretty good test case to try out this new visualization. So what I'm able to do here is I just kind of brought this data in the map, and I want to go ahead and visualize this data the same way you normally would in ArcGIS Online. So click on Change Style, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick out a date field. This is the date that these letters were sent out. Right? So here we go. So we have information here regarding continuous timeline. So we just want to show on a continuous timeline the letters that were sent out before a certain date and letters older than a certain date. So in this case here, we've gone ahead and we've got a color ramp where the lighter colors in blue are going to be the most recent letters that were sent out, and the darker ones are going to be the oldest ones that were sent out. So let's go back here. And you can also go ahead and do it before and after, which is kind of neat, because what it's going to do, it's going to go ahead and anything that falls within the average, so around the July 22nd, 2010, are going to be these very light color, so almost white, in fact. So that would be something like one of these maybe. So again, September 22nd, 2010, maybe like this one here, it's kind of bright white. So September 9th, 2010. So those are the ones that are sent right around the time. Anything after that is going to be fall into more of the purple color range, and anything before that is going to fall into the greenish color range. So that's a nice way to be able to focus your data on a particular time period. So let's go back here. Okay, so the other thing you can do is you can do continuous timeline based on size. So just like you did for the timeline based on color, it's just going to do it by the size. And you can go ahead and just adjust these different sizes here. 50 I thought was always a little too large for most things that I was working on. And I don't mind going down to two for some of the smaller ones. So the letters that were sent a long time ago are going to be smaller. Most recent letters are going to be a larger size. That's a nice way to just kind of make things pop pretty easily. Then you can go down to age even. So now if you want to actually look at the age of these particular events, so the times that these things were sent. So if we go ahead and click on the options here, we're just going to go ahead and look at stuff that is older is going to be a lighter color, and the most recent stuff is going to be a darker blue kind of color. And if you want to adjust these here, you could just kind of adjust the timeline. If you want to get really fine-grained on it, you can actually adjust this down to, say, months. So now it's going to let you focus a bit more on the months that things were sent in. So I can go ahead and say that the oldest one's really going to be darkest, and have a gradual color change down to this 89 months down here. Now we can also go ahead and do above and below. So above and below is similar to what we looked at before in the other visualizations, where it's going to look at the 72 months period of letters that were sent out at the 72 month mark. Those are going to be the more light color, and anything after that is going to be darker green. Anything that is under 72 months old is going to be this more greenish color. Older than 72 months is going to be this darkish purplish color here. You also have the ability to do centered on. So centered on is kind of neat. Centered on basically is going to say that we really want to focus around the 72 month mark here, and everything that's around that 72 month mark is going to be highlighted on the map as this orangish color. And then anything that's not is just going to get closer to transparent. And you can kind of see that here. So something like this one here. This is from June 16, 2008. So that's far off from the mark of the 72 months that we're looking at, which, if we remember previously, that was around July 22nd, 2010. All right, so then if we can also do the extremes. So if you want to highlight the extremes of your data set in terms of time, we're going to go ahead and have everything that is around the 72-month mark become more transparent, and if it's not around there, it's going to become more of a brighter color, this orange color here. So that's kind of neat. That's a nice way to be able to visualize and focus on some data sets here. And then we've got age by size. And this is very similar to the other size one that we did before. So you can just go in here and you can adjust it down to months, days, and depending on your data set, you might even be able to go down to seconds if you're working with some very focused kind of data here, hourly data that's being recorded. So that's it. That's how you can visualize your data using smart mapping in the latest ArcGIS Online update. It's a great tool you can work with, and the same smart mapping capabilities are also available in the latest version 3.17 of the ArcGIS JavaScript API. So go ahead and play around with that. Create some really cool looking maps. You'll be surprised how you might be able to explore your data and look at a story you may want to tell with it. Thank you.